Hey guys, as always, it's the Digital Pumpkin Cat, and we will be today unboxing, setting up, demoing, and reviewing the 2022 Party City Ice Cream Clown. Kind of a play on words there. Now, if you're wondering how I got this and why I got this, if you haven't been updating to my channel, and if you haven't seen all the posts and all the videos, yes, there is a store tour, so go ahead on the channel under videos and watch that right after this. As you can see here, I have a couple Party City items. I have a ton of Party City items that I brought home today, because my local Party City is permanently closing. So they brought their animatronics that did not sell on the floor for people to buy. Everything was 50% off. These guys were 30 bucks. I will be unboxing them in a video after this. This guy was only $65. Of course, I got my Party City little hanging guys there, and I do have a lot more that I'm going to sell. And yeah, let's just get right into this unboxing. Alright, it's a good thing I have my scissors. And yeah, this is one that I have always wanted, and I think it's pretty overheated, pretty underrated too, and just a very original idea, and I really do love this. So this is my first time seeing it in the box. By the way, very tall prop. We have two more tapes. It is a stakeable prop. I mean, you can only stake it. I will be making legs for it, just like a bunch of haunters have done who purchased this prop. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about stakeable props. I do think it works with Lantern Jack, which I do own, which is another stakeable prop. But with the clown, it doesn't really work. But I still do really like him. And yeah, alright, first time opening the box. Holy crap, he is actually pretty huge. Smells like Techie. I'll show you guys inside the box. There you go. So he's all zip tied. Of course, pretty simple Techie setup. I haven't seen anyone set this guy up so far. Watched no videos, so I'm doing this by myself, reading the instructions. Should be pretty simple, so let's get started. I said setup a bunch of times, did I? We are going to be unboxing first because, of course, we need to get all this stuff out of the box before we can set it up. There we go. Everything out of the box. As you can see, not much parts at all. Oh my god, he looks crazy. Take a look at that. So first of all, we have the instructions with the little, I don't know what to call this anymore, but little things so the snap locks don't hurt your fingers, that you can take the snap locks out with and all that. We have the ice cream clown himself. That is zip tied, so I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I think we can start grabbing pieces here. Here are 1, 2, 3 poles, bubble wrapped. One does have the stake there. Here is the control box. He is falling out, we'll get him later. And as you can see, you have that covering, so it makes the metal look like it's themed, which I really do like that. Great extra touch that was definitely needed. And we have the ice cream clown himself. Packaging. He is huge. Amazing prop. And yeah, crazy huge. Look at that huge tongue too. The tongue is amazing. Definitely my favorite part of this guy. Love his long venom-like tongue. And the face is really cool too. Eyes are very detailed with those pupils, and the green is always a nice touch. Very nice paint job. I really love it. And how the hair is really nice. I was wondering what these are made out of. It's just cotton stuffed, and Of course, he has that skull ice cream that looks really nice too. Here's his other arm. They're both fully posable, and yeah, really love him. If you're wondering what that beep was, it was just a fan going on. It's on a timer. And yeah, so those are all the parts out of the box, and it's going to be a pretty simple and short setup. So let's get started. So your first step is obviously taking here. I'll put that extra phone there. Taking the base, or I guess stake. I just noticed this. It's not like a full-on stake like Lantern Jacks. It's like circular almost, and I don't think that's going to really stick into the ground. But as I just said, I will be making legs for him. And he did have some tape like holding the poles together, as you can see, which is kind of annoying, but you can just take them off. Then we've got the next pole, of course. Nope, that's the wrong pole. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but you might as well just follow the instructions. And now, of course, you just stick these two poles together. There we go. All right, so of course, we've got that built. And then the next part is actually snap locking the module in not mech. He doesn't, of course, he's a static. But we snap lock the module part in, and then we just pull the wrapper down so it, of course, covers up the stickers and metal. And yeah, so I've just noticed it doesn't like fit all the way down to the top, but I guess his whole shirt will be like covering this area. So we'll adjust the covering when he is put on, but that is already like 6.5 feet tall, and we haven't put the whole guy on, so it's a pretty tall prop. I might need to move the camera up to put the whole prop on. All right, so next part is, as you guys probably know, putting on this huge clown and attaching it up there, and then we have some wire connections. Of course, there's just that little prong right there, and it should fit in. He is massive. I'll take a look at the camera. I think I might need to move it up. Okay, now you guys are looking from a better angle. As you can see, he is huge. Very, very, very big prop. And his shirt does go down quite a lot, so I can cover the whole thing up with that candy cane color wrap, just like that to the bottom. But yeah, as you can see, he is huge. Now, I will just be posing his arms a bit, and I will be wiring him up, and I will be getting batteries because he does not come with an adapter, if I haven't mentioned that already. And yeah, so you guys will get to see the demo, right? So I just want to show you guys this real quick. Of course, you have E to E and F to F. There we go. So on the back, I will talk about the battery compartment later. I did not have a screw for that, so I cannot be using batteries, but I will hurry and go get a 6-volt adapter for him. He does have volume control, which is really great, and his options are foot pad, motion sensor only, or you could just leave him on as a constant motion prop. So actually, before we cut to the demo, I just want to give a close-up of all of his details, because this guy has a very surprising amount of detail. Was not expecting this prop to be so detailed. The hands are, first of all, very detailed too. I love those red fingernails, add so much to him. The ice cream cone, the skull ice cream cone, is very, very detailed as well. And I just love how it looks with the blue skull and the cherry on top, and just the like white dripping down whipped cream or something. And the cone is also very detailed. The clothes aren't the best in terms of detail. They could use, like, I don't know, maybe a few blood splatters. That would be great, but they are striped and they do look really good, that red, gray, and white. And I love how his hair kind of forms like almost devil forms, which would make sense. This is a monster clown. It's supposed to be like almost a demonic figure. And I love that party hat up there. His tongue is just so detailed too. And it looks wet, kind of like the stuff Distortions and other pro companies use. So his face definitely looks really pro. And I'm holding the camera right now up to my forehead. So this is the top of my head looking up. And he is, of course, as you can see, huge. So a really good amount of detail on this prop. And yeah, without further ado, here is his demo.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for... Well, mostly you just scream. I'm running a little low on refreshments. Run and get the kids for me, will you? I just love the taste of frozen flesh, don't you?
And that, right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the Party City 7'5" Ice Scream Clown. Even though this guy is actually hated and very underrated and very just, even though it's static too, I do think it very much works. Even if it didn't have phrases and it didn't have lights, it would still be amazing. I do think it is much, 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 much better than the 2023 Ice Cream Clown model, because, I mean, that one is probably the worst lunging prop we've ever gotten so far. It's another clown in a sea of clowns with a mediocre jump scare, but this, it's not just going to stand out because of that height being huge, first of all, but it's going to stand out because look at this guy. Look at the tongue. This is something that's literally nightmare fuel. This is nightmare fuel. Unlike a lot of our clowns. Like, I'd say it's up there with, like, Crouchy and Clown on Stilts from Lowe's. It's just a very, very, very scary prop. And, again, nightmare fuel. I will definitely be adding some red blood splatters, like I said, all over the clothing. And possibly dripping from the mouth. That would be really great. Maybe on the hands, too. That would be awesome. And if I can, by Halloween, I will be adding legs. Not just draping down. He would actually be standing from those legs via PVC. But I will see about that. So, yeah, my review, I would definitely give this prop 4.5 stars. I definitely would like to see animation. Maybe just a simple up and down movement with the cone. Or if this prop actually had legs, maybe like side-to-side movement, head turning, arm movement. It could do so much, but it's still great as a static. And like I said, that doesn't really look realistic. Like he doesn't have legs, which I will be adding. But that, I don't know if I hate it. This actually makes, he's supposed to be kind of like a Tim Burton-esque character, like kooky, weird, and just overall nightmare fuel, like I have said, with that skull and all that stuff, and just his long and stretched out proportions kind of reminds me of Whack-A-Mole. But, so that, instead of legs, I'm not too mad about, because it's like, it's almost like he's like a giant jack-in-the-box, you know, because that just, I don't know. If there was a description this guy, like if they did the thing like Spirit Halloween does, I would love that. I could make my own story for it. That I've been doing that for some of those my props and writing it out. And I do think, even though those aren't legs, that actually does work for this guy. So, yeah, I wish he would have more animation. I kind of wish he has legs. But I don't know, the stake kind of works, and you could always, like, get a bucket and stick him in there. But right now, 4.5 out of 5 stars if I were to rate him on a scale of 1 to 5. He is amazing. Great prop. Definitely worth $65. Have no regrets about that. He's going to add so much to my haunt this year, and I just really, really love this guy more than I thought I ever would. So thanks for watching, guys, and as always, it's the Digital Pumpkin Cat. Like and subscribe, and Ice Cream Clown is a really, really, really great prop, and one of the most menacing clowns we have ever seen.